In this video, we are going to talk about the downfalls of PPC and PPL. I am one of the biggest advocates for PPC and PPL. These are inbound leads. What exactly is PPC? PPC is simply just Google ads and or YouTube ads ran by a company or third party or even yourself in some scenarios. Those are inbound leads tailored to your marketing, right? They're coming inbound to your CRM, a spreadsheet, your dialer for a good amount of the time. PPC is the easiest lead to close to a degree. These folks are inbound telling you, hey, you don't need to cold call me. You don't need to text blast me. I'm ready. Let's talk. Now, the trick with PPC is you need to get on that phone within preferably a minute max, right? I like to get on as soon as the lead comes in. Within 10 seconds, I'm on the phone with them. The downfall, which I don't see too many people talking about, and I'll be happy to be that person, is that just like cold calling, just like mail marketing, just like door knocking, a lot of the times you do get those inbound leads that are just looking for retail or even above retail value. And even when you get on the phone and you do educate these sellers on why that asking price is literally them swinging for the fences, they really don't care, right? Most of the time, those folks are just not motivated. And their exact words, and I quote, is, I'm just looking to see what I would get. I'm not really in desperate need or dire need to sell. It was one of those things that popped up, and so I filled it out. That's one of the downsides of PPC. Another downside is the cost, right? Every lead that you procure, whether it's a good lead, bad lead, warm lead, follow-up lead, etc., it's going to cost you, right? Anywhere from $100 to $300, depending on your state, depending on the volume, etc. That range, there's a lot, it's a loaded range because a lot goes into those numbers. And so that's another big issue of PPC. Another issue of PPC that not so many folks talk about is not being able to get in contact with that lead. Whether you call them within 5 to 10 seconds, whether you send them an automated text right away, whether you send them an email right away, whether you send them a mailer to the address they provided or even their mailing address, right? A lot of the times you just can't get in touch with anyone. And again, as I mentioned previously, this is a lead that you're paying for. So it's unfortunate. What do you do with those leads? You just keep following up until they pick up. Shit. You can go and door knock them or send somebody to go and door knock them, right? Another downfall of PPC is the wholesalers sending you leads. This one is by far one of the worst ways to throw money away with PPC. Now, there's ways to mitigate that after it happens. But if it's the first one, sucks because you get that dopamine hit of boom, inbound lead just came in, let's call it. And you speak to them and it's just a wholesaler with a property that they're not even close on numbers. It's worse than being over retail. These are some of the most common downfalls of PPC. Retail sellers not being able to get a hold of the sellers, wholesalers submitting leads. And how do you combat this? Depends. If you're running your own PPC or if there's a provider, if you're doing your own PPC, there's internal triggers that you can set, for example, for wholesalers to not see your ads anymore. Likewise, with retail sellers asking prices, there's triggers you can set within that campaign so that Google knows, hey, we don't want this type of lead anymore. And likewise, a big portion of it is the ad, the actual image or the video that these people are seeing before they sign up. You know, is your ad tailored to is your ad tailored to retail buyers or sellers? Change that around. Let's not tailor that video or creative image to a seller telling them retail value. And then when we call, we get upset, right? And it's very similar if a third party is running your campaigns as well. You need to have a dialogue with them and figure out exactly what's going on. These literally are the most common pitfalls of PPC and pay-per-lead marketing. Comment below Let me know if you've experienced any of these.